Monday morning, I feel like Homer Simpson when he has to shave. And he looks in the mirror, he's like, ah! Monday morning, and I'm on the yard. So Ronnie's cleaned mainly this one. I seen on the videos when I was editing now that it had red paint all over it. But so Ronnie's got all that off, so that can go on here now, and that can get taken to the galvanisers in Garston. The rest of the lads are meeting here. Well, not the rest of them. Dave and Labby are doing the garden wall, the neighbours one. Mick and Scott are meeting here. Mick's going to go and finish a window, then go to the extension job. Scott, Phil, Paul are meeting here, and we're going to get all the rendering stuff. Do you know what? I put a video of this out on Instagram and TikTok, and it's been more so that one than the yellow one has had a better reaction. People saying, oh yeah, I'd rent that. I think just because of how easy it looked going into the wheelbarrow. And then I've had loads of people asking about buying one. So I might look at bringing a container of them in. I don't know if we can get 20 on a 20-foot container, they said. So maybe not. We'll see. Might be something that I could put out and see if I can get pre-orders. If people want a crusher, I think when I worked it out, they'd be about $4,000. So $4,000, and you know, you can recycle all the hardcore you want. And Wednesday we've got more slabs coming. However, we are not ready because I'm in the middle of back and forth over how to do the retaining wall at the back here. So you'll see it's not actually going to be as much of a retaining wall as a fork. I spoke to a few engineers and they said, well, it's only a retaining wall if you've got like no soil the other side, but we have. So we've got obviously the angle of repose, so it shouldn't be actually under any, it's not under any strain now. It's basically me just going overkill really. So yeah, we need to try and get that in before we get any other slabs. But, and then I say that has been straight to work since we got it. Morning. Ronnie, if you want to get that on and take that to galvanisers and just try and pressure them to get it done ASAP. I don't know whether they've done the other ones or whether they've just left them and waited. Yeah, well, do you want to get that on quick with the forklift and you can go and take that? Trims are in my van, and then we need to get the, if I open that, just open all, it's the far one's got the compressor in, and then one of these, I think that one's got the pump, you know, the hose for the render machine, and we'll go and start rendering me mates. And true to my word, 8:30, so we've arrived at 8, 8:30, all locked up, and we're off to go and do some work and earn some money. So realistically, we come in the morning for half an hour and then come back in the afternoon for half an hour. And there might be a little bit in the middle of the day where someone forgets something or needs something. Oh, I need to tidy this van. I know I do. But we are rendering today. So it looks absolutely sunny, clear skies now, which is why you can never trust the weather app, because it just says like 60% chance rain today. However, you know, being a builder, you can never book jobs in based on that. So we're going to go now, see how we get on, and if we can get a full day at it, it'll be good. So there's me and Scott who'll be plastering. Phil and Paul will hopefully be one of them throwing mix into the pump, and then one of them using the pump, unless I use the pump, because it's a bit of a skill bit that at first. So we're going to put a first layer on, and then we're going to put mesh in it, and then we'll put a second layer and see where we're at with that. We're going to try and do this. I'm just cautious that when you do block work, obviously you want to try and keep costs down, keep labour down, so if we can try and do it in a one coat, amazing. I say one coat, it's one day, but it's actually 2 coats, so it's similar to plastering. and we put the mesh in, because we tried it before where we tried to do one coat and render it all on the blockwork, and what happened was the blockwork sucked the moisture out, the mortar sucked the moisture out different to the actual blockwork, and you could see lines in it. So what we need to do is now put a base coat on, get that all on with the meshing, and then put a second coat on, so that one sucks the moisture out and dries sort of however it wants, and then the second coat goes on to the same substrate. Right, enough talking, let's show some action. Right, so we've arrived at this one. So Paul's trimmed all these, that bit's ready, hopefully the side and the back's ready, and then one of the lads this morning is going to take these tiles off. We're going to render that, so I think we're going to take them off and either timber and mesh it or cement board it. Take this drain pipe off, and what we're going to do is we're going to score the existing render there, because it's rock hard, it won't come off. So we're going to do score it, and then we'll just trim it and go over that. That at least gives us a nice flat surface. That'll be basically like our base coat. So if Paul, if you or Phil can start, we need to take that down pipe off. We need to take these the bay tiles off, have a look at that, and then we need to start grinding like X's into that smooth render.
X's and O's.
Do some X's and O's, yeah. And then me and Scott will have a look at starting round the back.
Oh, does need to come off as well, yeah. Feel like they've got like slates sticking out the side. You maybe see them here on that side.
They're not slates, are they? They're bricks.
No, there.
Yeah, you'll have to grind them off. We'll do that flush, yeah. The little decorative detail, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me zoom in, show people what he means there. So we'll grind them off, yeah. Alright. Alright, so we're inside and working backwards. How are we going to clean the render machine when we're done with it today? We've got the jet wash, so we need to sort the water supply out. This is his only water supply at the minute. You can see the rest of the house is all cracking on, nearly done. He didn't have a rubber in this, so as I was doing it, I turned this on and it was firing out of there. I don't know how long he's been using that for with it going under the floor, but this is where it helps being multi-skilled, because I've just gone to my van and had some of this plumbing gear to be able to just extend the water main outside. Oh, bugger. I put another little adapter on here, look. And then we'll be able to use that and clean the machine and fill our buckets for render. Although now that bit's coming out, look. Fun and games today. So just laughing then, because I'm saying, is everything prepped, ready for things? And we're like, yeah, about to put a mix on, and then I just went, what's that? So he's put obviously a roof switch, so we're going to have to go and get the recip, cut that off flush, and then we'll just mesh over that. And then we need to cover these. So at the moment, we just need to cover that fascia, these and that fascia, and then we'll get this side done, and then grab one of them boards, we'll stick a board here. And then we could do with clamping another little bar there, couldn't we?
Yeah.
But we're going to try. So first of all, we're going to scratch any of this proud stuff off. And then we're going to, we'll base coat it, mesh it, and then get the second coat on. So hopefully get this side done, and then we can, the sooner we can drop the scaff, the better, isn't it? Right, we're set up on this bit, and we've got a 10-metre hose on our render pump. What I'm going to do is I've plugged it in. There we go. Just wanted to 1, test that the motor works. Check. And 2, we're just going to fill that up, and I'll just push some water through the pipe work, and just check if there's any little bits or anything in the pipes that might block once I put the nozzle on. But yeah, great little machine this. I didn't realise, I think I paid about 1,500 quid for it off another builder, but they're about 3.5 grand now. And then we're just waiting for water to come out of that, and then what we've done is we've tacked our air hose to the same one so that they don't get tied up. So you do need 4 socket for this operation. We've got the air compressor, the pump, the whisk, and the jet wash. Right, yeah, there's the reset. Do you want to cut that random bit of wood off? And there we go. We've got water coming out that side now. So what I'll do is I'll put my hand over that side, just build a bit of pressure, and then let go. And if anything is in the pump, it'll force its way out. Right, what I've done is I've just put the orange ball, which goes in and cleans this, just because I want to make sure that we haven't got anything coming out of here, because it gets stuck in the gun. It's a lot harder to clean than obviously coming out of this pipe. So there you go. I don't know whether we'll have enough. Sometimes it's a bit funny with the water because the sponge allows the water to go past. But you can see these little bits coming out now. Hopefully we don't get anything. No one stuffs underneath here, is it? No. So we're just waiting for the ball to come out from the 10 metre hose. I won't film all of it because who knows how long it's going to take. These little bits of plaster that have just come out. And this is the end of the pump. I'm pushing a sponge ball through it to get rid of any little bits of dried, little bits of dried plaster. Since last time we've used it, it's been plaster. So we're just waiting for this ball to pop out with any stuff in front of it. No, is that water still on? The hopper's still full. Right, I've just run it again because all this come out of it, which isn't good. See, that's like plaster from when we've last used it. But what I was doing was that, and then I was holding the pressure in the pipe so it builds up. That way it pushes the ball through more, and you'll see. And then hopefully if any little bits will come out then. But yeah, obviously we shouldn't have bits of dry plaster coming out the pump, because they'll just get, any one of them will just get stuck in the nozzle. See how long I can hold this for. Pressure's getting there. Yeah, I'll do that a few times, get the ball back out, and should be good to go then. Scott's just taping up any plastics, because it's easier to tape them up now than to try and wipe them after. Then how many times you have to wipe them when you get like render, or isn't it wiping it like 25 times and it still has little residue on it, although the brickies who've been before us haven't exactly wiped any of the faces. Just as we were about to get going, I don't know whether that's like sun damage or just wear and tear, or I've cut that out. Let me try B&Q. I need to either go and buy a new 10 metre hose or like a joint, but obviously if that bit's perished there, it's likely that somewhere else will go next, isn't it? So I need to just try and I can't find screw fixing tool station, don't have them, so let me try B&Q now. Right, Phil's knocked all the tiles off, and obviously we've got access to the bay there, so we need to go and pick up some like fibre cement board, like no more ply. So rather than cement board, it's got like a no more ply, it's got like a bit more grip to it. The render will stick to it better, hopefully, and it's a bit lighter. So we need to prep that, and then there's like a wooden bit underneath that we're gonna maybe put an anthracite trim, and then we've got an anthracite trim up there, and then we've got to get all the stock beads and bell cast on the bottom of this. And then if you can, Phil, get a grinder and like score that original render so that we can it's got something to grip to. And then yeah, and then Phil's just scraping any snots off these that are going to get in the way of basically the render being flat. Because what we've gone for like a 10mm trim on this, so we'll render it, flatten it off, put the mesh in, but just stuff like that, look, that is sticking proud. So what we don't want to do is rub anything up and any of this mortar come through the coloured render. Have they?
Yeah. It's splashing against the elf, mate. I should have taken it.
Which one?
This one, isn't it?
Oh, where the join is?
Look, mate. See it there, look. It's splashing against the elf for the safety. It's probably about a £10 fish.
Yeah, knocking. You can ask them while we're going to Chestnut, you mean?
Another piece of butter.
They might think we're jippos trying to get work here.
Okay. It's like the damage it'll caused
Yeah.
for the sake of a tenner or something, mate.
Right, well, waiting on Ronnie to bring that new hose. Paul and Scott have prepped all the windows ready for spraying, scraped it off, done the faces. So as soon as Ronnie comes, we'll see how far. I'm hoping we can get the side and this bit done. So if you, once we start, Paul, if you can get the roll of render mesh and start meshing over, get the mesh cut for us, and we'll trial it in, and then we'll keep going round, and we'll try and get all this done, and then maybe this afternoon put the second coat on and see if it'll, yeah? Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Right, let's send the drone up and get a little... Right, we've got new air compressor hose on, tape to the thing, renders in, and we're just pulling it through now. You see it, yeah. Just make sure any of them lumps come out first. Yeah. Sound? Stop that and I'll put the adapter on and start spraying, yeah? Right, and we're off. Trying to get it even. Yeah. Hey, one thing that didn't work was these mats, was it? I think if we did it again, I'd put scaffold poles on here and put some boards across. But we are meshing it now. No, it says dry now.
Well, radio says different, Pop. I'm not Fred, but...
And we're just going to get the mesh in now, and then hopefully we'll be able to go around, do this back, and then I'll be able to go back over by that time because it's drying dead quick. Scott's saying as he's trialling it, it's already going off. So this mesh, I got told this, I don't know if it's true, that it was developed in Germany and they only done it to get things flat. It's not to stop it cracking. But yeah, we're just gonna have to have a bit of a clean up job afterwards because it's spitting everywhere. Right, here we go. So we've got the first layer on, and what this layer is doing is trying to take out the bumps of the blockwork. So this is why you should always point your blockwork, because you don't want big gaps. any big gaps that show up when you're rendering really. And the lads are just doing, they've just done that big face down the side. The lads are just putting the last bit of mesh on, thingy and that, so where you can see all these bumps now. That's what we're going to try and get out in the next, with the mesh and the next sort of. How do you find like the mesh for flattening?
It helps.
It does help, doesn't it? I'm wondering whether it would be better doing spraying it on, flattening it, then putting the mesh on. I reckon maybe we put the mesh on to another spray, not another mesh though. Yeah. So I'm going to spray over that. And then we'll do that, yeah. So it's dries quite quick, doesn't it, on this? It's what? Yeah. And I just need to go over, make sure that's a proper nice line between the brickwork and the. So yeah, we'll put I'll put another mix on now, and I'll get this front bit done, and then that's everything we set out to do. And then maybe have a break, have something to eat, and then we'll come and put another mix on and do the second coat over this. Yeah.
Is there a time thing between coats, Andy?
It's all dependent on whether what you're putting onto bricks or block, whether they're like engineering brick, reclaim brick, because they all take different suctions, don't they? No bricks are the same, are they?
There's more over the like.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We're just putting a mix on now. Right, go on. I'll come up and help you. Sorry. Yeah, I've got that now. Yeah. Oh yeah, Scott.
Sorry.
Cameraman.
YouTube. Put your posh voice on, Andy.
Today we're doing.
Put your posh voice on, Andy. YouTube voice.
Stop shouting at us now.
Stop swearing. Stop bullying us. Underappreciated.
See now where we need a bit more.
Sweet second, that was.
Aren't you? I don't think I'm better. Doing it off you. I don't know, it's like, it reminds me of skimming where like, you can take too much off with this.
Was it very thick when you scrape
Not
off?
an experienced man like you though, Andrew.
Yeah. Well, we don't do render all the time, do we?
No, but you've got years of building experience, mate.
There's a kink there, isn't there, where the mortars? See there? We'll have to get, and then that bit we'll just have to do. Yeah. Right, so we've done the bottom bit. Into that side. That side wall was fairly big, wasn't it? That side wall was fairly big, wasn't massive like. And then these bits we've done now, so we're just going to let it go off, go and grab something to eat, and then we're going to come back and we're going to sponge this one, I think. Sponge it, or we'll scratch it tomorrow, we'll see. And then we've got, how long do you reckon this one will take? The side wall here. So we've got this side wall to do with the, we have to just do that with a harness on the scaffolding. Yeah, right. All the tools clean before we go? No. I must have been trying to jinx us because I just said about the weather being nice and then it just had a little shower. However, it's had a little shower and gone off. And it doesn't look like it's going to rain again. It had rain forecast sort of 2 days before on the weekend for today, but then this morning it was dry all day, so hopefully we've had a little shower and that's it. Hopefully the sun will come out now and start to dry the render, because I'm just going to go to Travis Perkins, which by the way is probably the most unique builders merchant that you'll get like an entrance to, and surrounded by houses and whatever else. It's I've used it as like a comparison for my operator license to say, look, how can these have one for a massive wagon and they don't meet any of the stuff that you're asking me to do? And like I've got, you know, my site looks amazing compared to this one, and these have got like proper high abs and that coming in as well. But yeah, I'm gonna go and get some sponges, some scratch stuff for tomorrow. What else? So we're gonna try and sponge it flat today, leave it, see how it is, see if my mate wants it, because he basically wants it like as value for money as possible with a good finish, because he's eventually gonna sell the house. So I said to him, look, we'll sponge it, see what it looks like. If there's any little bits the next morning, we can scratch that then once it starts to go off. Otherwise, we can sponge it and then move on to the next one and carry on doing that type of finish. Because it's good scratching it. You know, it gives a nice finish and it's easy to get it all level and stuff. But it makes loads of mess. It's like you're literally scratching the render off. So it can be, you know, and then you don't want to go too far, because if we go too far and start showing some of the mesh, that's why we've used the colour on this one, so that we can sort of like a one coat system, we can try and tick 2 boxes really. But yeah, I'm gonna go and get this stuff now. We'll go back and we'll see how we are. It's 3 o'clock now, so we've got an hour and a half. The lads are just tidying everywhere up really, and me and Scott are gonna try and finish the render off. But no, I'm happy. We didn't really start till 11 because we were doing all the prep and stuff, and it does show you like how important prep is. Like, you go round and everything looks like it's done, but then as soon as you start spraying, there was a bit where like a couple of the beads where the windows had come away from the wall, and Paul had put them on right, but we just needed the foam behind the trim, because anything more than 5-10 mil, it'll just sag as render and it'll just come out the bottom, which is what it was doing. So right, let's go. I'll show you the best builders merchants in Liverpool. Have a look at this. Do you know what? I'm literally like 10 seconds away from being there, you know. There's some amazing houses in Wilton here. Just driving through. Look at that one big sandstone. I think that's the owners of Home and Bargain, apparently. Sound like a gossip here, don't I? And then 2 of my mates are building houses just up that way. They're like unbelievable mansions with swimming pools. And we tried to bid on this one on the corner here. This went into auction. It sold for 700,000, and like almost needs knocking down. But you drive down here, so have a look at this for. Let me try and have a look at this for an operator's license versus mine. So Chocker Road, this is busier than Bowden Road, and you're just driving along, and the next minute you just throw a right down. Look at this, like my van thingy's down it, look. I can't even show you how tight this is on the camera, look. So single lane, and there you go. On the left is a big massive Travis Perkins with houses on the right, straight, behind, in front, to the left of it, to the right of it. And look at it. So let's hopefully they've got all the stuff we need. Right, as you can see, we're just flattening off this side now, so you can see where Scott's done and where he's doing, but that's looking good. Don't shoot you out again, lad. And then the lads are just tidying this bit up. Hey, it looks alright, this now. Hey, Ron. At least you have a look at this, and I reckon you'll be like, yeah, that looks sound now.
I don't think it does.
You haven't seen it yet?
I disagree.
How can you disagree? You haven't seen it?
Because I'm arguing with Andrew.
Nah, this is scratched up though.
Scott, I think you've done well there, mate.
It's nice working with someone like Scott, isn't it?
Don't you reckon it's better scratched up?
Yeah, but when you scratch it on, stuff gets everywhere, lad.
So you,
You literally end up doing this like
you
all
take
over
away,
again.
so you get to pick and choose who you work with, don't you?
Who would you rather work with?
Yeah, I don't think no one wants to work with me.
You're all right when you work with me. It's when I leave you on your own.
What do you mean when you leave me on my own? What do I do when you leave
No.
me on my own? Do I sit still?
I don't know. No.
Do you think I do? Do you believe
No,
that
it's
I
if you.
sit still?
No, it's. I worry that you do something too, like you try too hard at something. But if you're doing it the wrong way, then you end up you end up too committed to it.
So, A for effort.
Yeah. What was the one I come in the other day and you were doing something? I was like, no, and you were like, I can't remember what it was now. Right, you know when I'm not filming, it's because we're busy. So it's just me and Scott left now. But we've got that one done, this face done, that face done, little triangle face done there, and then the big side wall done there. So not bad for a day, that is it. Considering they didn't start till 11. So we've just got little bits now that we're touching up. Scott's just going around the window reveals where we took the other thing off. Definitely next time I'd scaff right up to it. Like put poles across there and just stick some boards across. I thought, I didn't think it'd be that bad, but it was, isn't it? Proper hard work trying to not slip down the tiles. Right, depending on the weather tomorrow, we're going to try and attack this big fella here. So you can see what we've had to do with the scaffolding here. We've had to be creative with the scaffolding. So we'll have to try and get some clamps on them boards where we can. And probably just have to wear the harness because there's no way of getting proper handrails and stuff on there. But yeah, let me just try and show you some of the bits where it makes it difficult. Well, this one's not too bad. This one's been pointed. The other side where they haven't done that, there was massive holes. But all these snots need to come off, so all that one, if you look up, all those snots need to come off before we start. And there's a couple of like ridges and stuff. It'll be fun meshing this one, won't it? But I reckon it'd be good doing that. That's probably, I'll work out how many metres squared that is. But yeah, good end to today, I think. I'm just waiting for this to go off a bit more so I can flatten it. What do you think of this type of finish? If you'd like that on your render or not. And then we've got a big clean up job tomorrow for the other lads. Tuesday morning and oh my god, I feel so tired. I don't know who's got it worse, me or Rachel. I'm going out working long hours, coming back, and then I'm up and down in the night, not as much as Rachel, or Rachel who's up and down the night feeding, looking after Anderson, and then obviously has the kids all day as well. So I don't know whether I've done it before where you've got the kids and sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's, you know, the hardest job in the world. So if anyone else has got a partner going through the same process of having a kid and getting no sleep, and it's tough, isn't it? I'm normally up well earlier. I'm like it's nearly 7:20 and I've only just sat down to have a cup of tea and then I'll be rushing to go out then. It looks like another good day for rendering today, so I'm hoping we can get all that side done in one hit, and the little lads can prep all the fronts, and then we're going to go around the back and check and clean anywhere and fit the gutters for them, and hopefully we can drop the scaff. I've just named like loads of stuff to do today, but that's all best case scenario. Let's see if we can get a mix on like straight away, although to throw a spanner in the works, Dave's just asked for a pallet of bricks. So I've got to go to the yard now, try and pick up a pallet of bricks, empty the trailer of the digger and the buckets, put a pallet of bricks on, drop it to Dave, drop the trailer back off at the yard, then go to this job. So realistically I'll probably be starting at 9, whereas Scott and Ronnie and anyone else can start prepping everything. So hopefully we'll put a mix on at 9 o'clock as opposed to 11 yesterday, so we'll have an extra 2 hours of at the end of the day. We won't have to stay late this time, and hopefully it doesn't shower as well. But yeah, I was saying to Scott, we've got loads of rendering jobs coming up. We've got this one, we've got the extension job, we've got my cousins, we've got my sisters, and they're all quite, you know, all similar size. You know, full wraparound, semi-detached, double story and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go and get these bricks for Dave. Hopefully he can finish that job, and then I've got to try and get onto that job and do the driveway, because we've got another grab and a 16-ton of recycled stone coming from the driveway, and then we're going to get the road roller and whack it. So yeah, literally so busy at the minute, and I'm just thankful that the rain's not causing us too many problems. But yeah, let's go to the yard. And me cherry picker arrives on Thursday, and we've got slabs coming in the yard on Wednesday. It's literally all go at the minute. So yeah, let's go and get these bricks to Dave. So just on the garden wall job, Dave's finished the little barbecue area that's toothed into the wall, and there's the soil to get spread out, and then this is the bit that we need to excavate a little bit, and we need Dave to put a border here of where the flags are going, so I'll have to tell him that actually. I think if they've got any block left, you can just use them. You can put a little border of block, because you won't see any of it. So block and then a brick on edge if you wanted. So that's going to be, the flags are going to sit on top of that so that they don't sink, and then the soil's going to be levelled up to wherever the flags finish. But that's the only way to get like these porcelain flags down without them moving. You need some sort of curb, solid curb at the bottom for them to sit on. So ideally we'd do like a little concrete footing there, but again, I didn't know that until I didn't know we were doing that, to be fair. But I think these are just looking to refinance this house as soon as possible because they've got it on a bridge loan. So across here and down there, I'll get Labby to start prepping that for us, and then if he gets that in to the height, I think I'm gonna have to come and do that, because if they get the levels wrong, it just messes everything up. So I'll come and get the level off that, the bottom of those bricks, come across. Oh no, he should be able to do it, shouldn't he? Yeah, he should be able to do it off that and just level it round to that. Yeah, go on, I'll go and sell them now. Well, I'll get these bricks off first. So we've got another pallet of bricks just to finish this front wall. So this one's all done now, looking good. And then Dave and Labby are just doing this one. So hopefully this one will get, I think I said 2.5 days, 3 days on this. How long do you reckon for this one?
What are we on today? Tuesday?
What have you had on this? A day?
Just had a day yesterday. I had a couple of hours last week trying to get the level out of it, but
Looks good now.
I got most of it level yesterday. Got the corners up. I reckon I'll probably be putting the cap on it Thursday morning. You know, the
What are we on? What's it, 800 brick, innit?
Yes, it's not far off that. I'll have to count.
So I think we said 2 days, but you've just said you've done a day and then you're going to do... What are we on?
Days, mate, but...
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So 4 days.
Oh no, well, what are we on? Tuesday, so... Well, yesterday, today. Probably have most of it up today. I'll be putting the cap on. Well, tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Tomorrow afternoon.
And then I'll show you the bit in the back as well he wants doing.
I've had to build it up a ramp, mate, so it's slowing down, getting the level up, you know what I mean?
Sounds. Looks good though.
Yeah.
And then I say I can spread all this driveway out then, and well, get the rest of the this bit up, and then we'll get another 16 ton of recycled, spread all that out. But I'll have to bring the digger. I don't know when that is, because every day is chocolate at the minute.
Right.
But yeah, that's the next thing. I'll bring the digger back, scrape all this back, and then we know it's got a solid 200mm base for the driveway then.
I've been having a look at the barbecue. And
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah.
Like a laser, that's the I'll show you this as well.
Right, we're on the render job, and I'm just laughing when your mate says, yeah, it's all there, it's a render, just turn up with your spray gun. So what I've done is I've put some insulation in this void, and then I'm going to foam it, and then we're going to put some mesh over, and then I'm going to scratch all these snots off. So Scott's gone and scratched all the snots off on the big bit. I was hoping to get mixing as soon as, but it's nearly. I reckon we'll probably have a mix on at 10. And we're mixing. We've run water through the pipes. We're just going to get the mesh cut ready. And we're going to try and get this whole side face done. And then Ronnie's just tidying up the tiles off this one. Right, I haven't updated you all today. 20 to 5, and we've got, I think maybe we've got 2 more bag mix to do. As you can see, this is pumping it away. Paul's sat on the scaffold, Scott's flattening it, and then I'm going round, floating over it. And you can see where we're up to now. We've just got this bottom bit to do. Say this bottom bit, it's about 3 metres, so it's just really awkward with the scaffold, and we can't get it anymore. To try and hit this in one go like we have, we're just having to move the boards all the time, so it's difficult to say the least. But no, it's getting there now. Just need to say we've got about 2-3 metres at the bottom left to do. You wouldn't think he's just drilled that through, would you? There we go. Let that dry a bit and go over it again. Right, there's definitely a sweet spot, isn't there, where Paul's putting it on, or Paul's putting it on and trialling it now. So Paul's putting on trialling it, and I'm going to follow him with the float, and there's a sweet spot where you just get it perfect. So what I'm looking for is I'm trying to blend in, because what I don't want to do is I've had it before where we've done this, and when we took the scaffold away you can see like lines where obviously the scaffold poles have been, where we've struggled to get the thing in, and we can't see the join whilst it's there, and then once you take the scaff down you're like, oh, you can see that join now. But yeah, like I say, there's a sweet spot here where you just get a nice smooth flow with it. Right, Scott's putting the last mix on. Well, everyone's hoping it's the last mix. And we can hopefully go home. Right, that is it for Tuesday. The lads have smashed out this side. It doesn't look like much, but if you try and work out what metres squared that is, you can see all the way up there, and all the extension at the back. So we've done the back in one day, this side in one day, and I think it looks good. Like I say, he's asked us to do as reasonable as we can, and I said, look, this type of finish we can do the base coat and the second coat in a day. So that for me is the best value for money. And I'll get a drone video once it's all done, and I think it'll look good. Just a big tidy up job tomorrow. Every time we're doing this, it's like we're pushing things to the limit, so the tidy up's just left till the next day now. Even all my brand new scaffold beams are just covered in render. The scaffolding's covered in render, so We've taped all the drive edge and soffits and stuff up, so they look okay. And then it'll be a lot more prep work on the front, I think. I say we've got to get, I can see a big hole there already. And we're going to extend the scaffold, I think, so that we can stand on this roof, because I thought we'd be able to stand on that roof and get the last bits done, and then he just needs a good tidy up once we've got rid of these K-end. Oh yeah, and then we've still got that bit to do. So probably got 2 days. 2 days of, a day of prep and maybe putting some, well, there probably is a day of prep and then another day of rendering. And then it'll be done, and then a day of basically tidying up, pulling all the stickers and window coverings off and etc. Oh, so I've got slabs coming to the yard tomorrow morning, so we'll be on the yard. I don't know where they're going at the minute. I haven't sort of planned this as such. I just obviously know I need the slabs, so I'm just going to get them there. And we can put some out where they can go. It's maybe the other side of the yard, but yeah, we'll see about that tomorrow. Right, I'll see you in a bit. So it's Wednesday morning. I've got the slabs coming to the yard in about half an hour. I've just checked on the cameras and the outside's clear, which is good. I've just been a busy morning this morning already. I've just changed my plans because the council didn't want me to have a double story here. So I've just dropped it down to it's a big single story, but this actually used to be here, so we don't actually need planning for this. So it's a bit frustrating really. I might just cancel the plans, and although I just think it helps if you ever come to sell the house that people go on and they can see, yeah, it's got planning. But this used to actually be here, and it was just made out of wood and other bits. This used to be a workshop, but we're going to try and have it as a swimming pool. But yeah, just got up this morning and changed those plans. So hopefully we'll get permission for that now, and we can bring that to the channel. It'll be interesting, first time doing a swimming pool. But I'm just on a Zoom call with the developers for the app as well, so I'm just going to go through that now and see if there's anything we need to change or add, and then next thing will be on the yard with Ronnie, getting ready for the slab delivery. Right, so I've just finished me Zoom meeting with the app developers, and yeah, some of the changes I just implemented was that on the staff side, when they log in, I wanted to show like first of all their bonus. That's going to be the main thing that shows that when they log on, they get a live up-to-date bonus each day. Every time they clock out, it'll be like, right, you've done well today. Here's, you know, where the job's up to. Here's your bonus for that job. Here's your bonus over the year. And then on the admin side as well, I wanted it to show, basically just collect as much data as possible. So it'll show the staff, so who's like in the most, whose attendance is the most, who's earning the most bonuses, which means that there should be, you know, the most valuable staff basically. If they're earning themselves the most bonus, they're earning the company sort of more money. Well, not more money, but they're consistently earning the company, you know, money, which means that they're obviously getting a bonus. So just so we can show sort of like a table of who's doing well and who's, you know, maybe needs some help, or yeah, who's not in as much, or who needs help with attendance, you know, stuff like that. Right, I'd better, it's 22, so I'd better make a move and go and get set up on the yard for these slab delivery. I love getting these slabs delivered because it's like, makes the yard feel massive. Right, so we're on the yard and I'm just walking through seeing where we can get these slabs. So obviously one here, there's one. I can either pull the office out and get that bit done, or definitely want to do that one. There's one, or I can leave it and do this side is what I'm thinking. So we've got all here done. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to pull these 2 trailers out and I can get 3 in here. So that'd be 1 over there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 there. And then again, that just leaves us with under the toilet lunchroom. But yeah, I think that's going to be the best. And that gives us all this space. That trailer can then get spun round. Although we do need to start preparing for the retaining wall at the back. So that is this bit. So we're going to leave where obviously that trailer finishes. We've got 4 meters that way that we can, we're going to get this mesh rolling once we've done it. So it's hard because basically we're going from here across basically to get the full, potential of the yard. But we even need to pile down to like hard ground, which on this side is like 50 centimeters deep. It's not that far. Or we dig down and put these reinforcements, mesh and things. I think I'm going to do a mixture of both just to cover myself really. So we'll pile down, see how deep we can go. Like I say, it's not really a retaining wall because it's got the earth on the other side of it. So it's not like a sheer drop. That's sloped. This is sloped all the way. And it's more just making it absolutely bulletproof because we want to put, obviously, we don't want anything moving or sagging or anything like that, which, to be fair, it hasn't. We've obviously had all this on it for 2 years now and nothing's moved. We've had the worst weather last year on record. So right, me and Ronnie are gonna get to work. I might try and reverse the van in and maybe pull this trailer out and then pull that one out. Gonna be one of them days, isn't it? My favourite delivery driver's here. You're still my favourite delivery driver. I think we've only got maybe one more. And then I've got the blocks to get as well then. I've just said to him about picking some bricks up for us as well, so I reckon he can get 22 pallets on there, which is good, isn't it? 22 pallets on that. And we've got 20 more slabs to go down now. So, woo! And then the yard will start to feel bigger and tidier again. Ronnie's doing a bit of housekeeping. How wet it ain't. I forget again. What's your company called? D&D. What do you do other than transport?
Maintenance, landscaping.
Do you do everything?
Yeah.
Because you've got diggers as well, have you?
Yeah.
What size diggers have you got?
Micro diggers, 1.5 tonner, 3, 5, 9.
So have you got a big yard then? And you've been alright getting an operator's license?
Yeah.
Not like me.
Try to adhere to that.
Is it?
Yeah. What else do we do? We have a timber yard and a builder's like a bit of
Do you?
Yeah, where we sell everything. So
Got everything, haven't you?
We sell flags.
Where are you based?
Oldham.
Oldham. Oh, by the...
Where they are, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, are you opposite them?
On the other side.
Oh, so it's handy for you going doing the drop-offs?
Yeah. And then we do installation jobs as well, do you know, with the Lego bricks.
Oh, yeah. With that, you mean? With the HIAB? Or have you got another HIAB?
Either
the high up or with a machine, we generally use a 9-tonner.
Oh yeah.
And they'll pick the 1.5-ton box up.
Oh, let me show you the back of this then. See what you reckon we'd be best doing it with.
So retaining walls.
That's what we're doing here. So that's what these slabs now, and then before I get the next slabs, I've got to do like a bit of a retaining wall.
Bays, we build a lot of bays in factories.
Actually, is loads of people using the Lego blocks now? Because when I first seen them, like no one had them. It was literally like, and now it seems that like they just use them for everything.
Faster, easier.
Yeah.
And you can take it down and take
Yeah, they're reusable.
Like if you ever move for me, you can take all these.
Yeah, that was the idea of it. Yeah, that if I get planning for the steel warehouse, I can just pull these up, pile it, and put them back down.
Yeah, sell them, take them somewhere.
Yeah. Right, let me just show them the back of this. Right, all done. Me and Ronnie are going to go and get a breakfast. Early lunch. And we're just rinsing any of the driveway off so that anyone walking past doesn't get muddy feet. Yeah, next thing's going to be doing that back wall then, mate. That'll be good.
Fun, won't it?
Do you know what? It'd be boss getting like an extra 4 metres of the yard.
Oh.
Right, let's go. Right, so having a bit of a tidy up to then be able to tidy more stuff up. So we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 slabs down in this area. So we're just going to clear the sides and get ready to pull this trailer out. And we'll move all this to obviously where that slab finishes. That way we can get the digger in and level this bit, put the slabs down, and then put all this back. So I've just took one of the trailers, just parked it outside the front of the yard. We're just going to rejig everything about, get these slabs down, and hopefully I feel like the yard won't feel much bigger with this down, but it will be, if that makes sense. I don't know the plan now actually, because we're going to have to move some of these trailers to get the piling bit done, unless I can leave the trailers where they are, and as long as I can get the digger down the back and clear that bit, then that might be enough. But we're gonna have to clear all this stuff, so yeah, we are gonna have to move the trailers. I think it's gonna be like musical chairs moving well, if I move the heavy stuff like these slabs and that, I might put them up for sale, because I don't think I'm gonna need them now. I definitely need the Lego blocks, but the jersey barriers, I don't think we're going to need that. And I need to get a photo of this, the floor slab moulds, and put them up for sale. Because if I can get them out the way, done, get a bit of money back for them. A couple of people have actually messaged me about them. So Spot Mix and ASC Grab Hire have both said about doing them. So what I might do is, I need to try. If I can get this bit clear, ready for the piling, then that to me is the best scenario, yeah. Let's see how we go. Right, we've got the big fella out. This is the first time we've used this on the yard, isn't it? We've got the big bucket out. I've forgotten what this is. I think it's 1-3, this. Just get the things and tighten these, because for some reason they always leave them loose. Right, just get the green different size heads. Right there, Ron, you got the wrong size. Ron, you got the wrong size, yeah. Right, we'll tighten them, get it on, and flatten this. Get the slabs down as soon as we can. You know all I need in here, Ron? Is like a phone holder. All I need in here now is a phone holder. A video holder. Right, one sec, let me... There's one. And then look what else I've got when it's hot. How do I get that on? Let's have a go. Is it that one or? Oh, look at that, Ron. I've only got a fan. Hey, and the radio. Oh, right. That's a quick hitch. Let me see if I can get a video of me quick hitching this on. I do need a GoPro phone holder, don't I? Or even just one on my cap. I'm gonna get a cap. If anyone sees a cap on, let me know. It is hot today, isn't it? So what we're doing now is we're just gonna go along and get each one in rather than trying to guess and level it all, because I feel like I've gone too deep there. So I feel like when we put the flags in, that side meets that side, which means that side's... So it's easier to level it off that, isn't it? Just get that side done. Get that side done. And then you can sort of see then, can't you, where's high or low. Yeah, I'll try and get a slab on that. See where we're at. Right, it's absolutely scorching today. What do you reckon it is now? Let's have a look on my phone, but... So we've just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. 12, not bad that, innit? And as you can see, looks pretty flat, doesn't it? Hey? And I'm just trying to see whether I can do anything to start getting that stuff ready to pile the back, because I want to start getting the full use of the yard really, but all that other stuff's in the way, so I might start pulling stuff out. But to do that, we've got to move the trailers up, pull stuff out. Yeah, I think it is only that one actually. So there's heavy stuff behind this trailer, which that one would have to fully move forward. There's stuff there that we can get access to. Is there anything heavy behind this trailer? Please say no. Yes, just one. So there's only one thing there, which is this mould, which I'm selling. Everything else is movable, which is good. So it's only, yeah, I might do that. I'm gonna pull this trailer forwards and get all the heavy stuff out. Oh, what I might do is move this stuff, pull this trailer forward, get that heavy stuff out, then move that one, get all this heavy stuff off the back. So that we've got 4 meters there, you see, which is where we're gonna pile and put the retaining bit in. I say retaining, it's more, well, it is, yeah, future proofing. Right, let's go and get a drink and then we'll come back and start doing that, I think. Right, it's 5:20 and I've managed to get everything back on the yard. All the trailers are in, everything's off the street. However, I've now moved all the heavy stuff to the middle of the yard so that we can get the back bit done. So putting this stuff here in order for us to, let me show you, in order for us to pile and flag all this area. So we should get another, as you look down, we'll get another 2 flags, maybe a bit more down that end, but yeah, 2 flags out. So we'll pile down, put the retaining blocks in with the geo mesh, and then we'll need another order of flags, and then yeah, it'll be time to sort of arrange the yard then how we want it. But there's only one heavy thing down there now. The rest of this is all like we can handball it. Oh, right, I'm going home. I'm absolutely done in.